Now I am going to explain you credit creation by the commercial bank. This is very important for your class 12 as well as for a competition level also. Now before starting credit creation by commercial bank, first understand what is a legal reserve ratio. Legal reserve ratio, it is the minimum percentage. It is the minimum percentage of reserve which is to be kept by bank. RBI instruct the commercial bank, or you can also say RBI fix the legal reserve ratio. And this legal reserve ratio is very important to control the credit situation of our country. Assumptions of credit creation. We have to take some assumptions. First assumption, all the commercial bank in the country is treated as a single unit, termed as a bank. All the commercial bank means either a private bank or a commercial or a public bank. They are termed as a one bank only. Secondly, all the transactions are routed through banks only. Routed through banks means no cash transaction. If Mr. X is purchasing any commodity from Mr. Y, then the payment is to be made through check only or through different apps, Google Pay, Phone Pay, or any other, but no cash transaction. So ultimately the money will be back in a bank. Now let's explain with the help of an example. The person deposits amount in his bank. Let's take initial deposit is rupees 1000. Legal reserve ratio which is to be kept by bank is 20%. Now here the question comes. How much bank will be able to create credit from the initial deposit of rupees 1000? How much the bank will be able to create credit? 1000 का कितना अमाउंट वो बना देगा, कितना अर्न कर पाएगा? So 1 upon LRR, that is 1 upon 20%, 5. That means from this initial deposit, which is also known as a primary deposit, the bank will be able to create credit 5 times, that is 5000 rupees. Now just see the procedure. We have made this table. First is the stages, first round, second round, third round, fourth round in this way. Then the initial deposit is 1000. Legal reserve ratio is 20%. That means 1000, 20% of 1000, that is 200 rupees. Now 200 rupees will be the minimum reserve which a bank will keep with themselves. Now 1000 minus 200, 800 rupees to be there, which a bank will give in the form of a loan. Now already we have discussed, we have taken some assumptions like bank is a one unit and there will be no cash transaction. So whatever may be the payment, whatever may be the transaction, that is done with the help of a check or through different apps. So 1000 minus 200, 800 rupees. This 800 rupees, it has to be given by bank in the form of a loan. Person come to bank and they ask for a loan. So 800 rupees to be given in the form of a loan. Now, this 800 rupee will be a new deposit for a bank, as if a person asks for a loan, the bank give loan and that will be routed through check only. So, that person to whom the bank has given the loan, that amount again to be deposited in bank, and this 800 will be a new deposit for a bank. Then 20% of the deposit, that is a 160, again a minimum reserve which has to be kept by bank in themselves. 800 minus 160, that is 640, again in the form of a loan the bank will give. Again the transaction to be in check or through check only, not in cash. Okay, so again this 640 will be a new deposit for a bank. Again the 20% of this 640, that is 128 rupees, and 512 the bank will give in the form of a loan. So this procedure will go on. Now here the question comes, up to which stages the bank will go on. So the bank will go on up to which stages? Like, see this formula, money multiplier is equal to 1 upon LRR, 1 upon 20, this 5 times of the initial deposit. And what is the initial deposit? Initial deposit is rupees 1000. So 1000 into 5 times, that makes 5000. So the bank will be able to create credit up to rupees 5000. Minimum reserves up to the initial deposits, that is up to 1000, and in the form of a loan the bank will be able to give 4000 rupees in the form of a loan. So see children, how the bank is able to create credit from this initial deposit of rupees 1000. The bank is able to create credit 5 times. That is up to 5000. So we can also say that there is an inverse relation between legal reserve ratio and money multiplier. Inverse relation between money multiplier, that means if the legal reserve ratio is more, then the bank will be able to create credit less. If the legal reserve ratio is 30%, then this portion 30% to be kept with a commercial bank, and only then the rest of the amount will be given as in the form of a loan. So we can say legal reserve ratio is inversely related to money multiplier. If the legal reserve ratio is 10%, then the 90% can be given in the form of a loan. So there is an inverse relation between legal reserve ratio and multiplier.